Unmanned aerial vehicles, commonly known as drones, have fundamentally reshaped modern conflict globally. This technological evolution has not bypassed South Asia, a region characterized by complex geopolitical rivalries and long-standing territorial disputes. The strategic competition between India and Pakistan, two nuclear-armed neighbors, has increasingly incorporated the drone dimension into its complex calculus. For years, drones were primarily utilized for intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance missions along their contested borders. However, the recent past has witnessed a notable escalation in their deployment, including armed variants capable of offensive operations. The events of May 2025 served as a stark illustration of this new reality, catapulting drone warfare to the forefront of the India-Pakistan security dynamic. This essay will delve into a comparative analysis of India's and Pakistan's drone capabilities, examining critical areas such as fleet size and composition, technological advancement, and the role of foreign cooperation. India has been actively augmenting its drone fleet, with current estimates suggesting an inventory of approximately 2,000 to 2,500 drones in military service. This arsenal is a diverse mix, comprising both indigenously developed systems and sophisticated platforms acquired from international partners. Among India's key indigenous drones are systems developed by the Defense Research and Development Organization and private sector entities. More recently, loitering munitions like the Nagastra, developed by Solar Industries and Z-Motion, have entered service, providing a tactical strike capability. Pakistan, while perhaps not matching India's numbers precisely, is also believed to possess a significant drone fleet, with uncorroborated reports suggesting its total inventory exceeds 1,000 units. Key systems in Pakistan's arsenal include the indigenously developed Barak UAV, which reportedly evolved from an ISR platform to include attack capabilities, developed with Chinese support around 2009. Alongside these, Pakistan has actively imported drones, notably the Chinese CH-4, and various systems from Turkey, including the Bayraktar TB2, Biker Yiha Kamikaze, and Asisgard Songar drones. In terms of sheer technological sophistication, current assessments suggest that India's drone fleet holds a qualitative edge over Pakistan's. This perceived superiority is attributed to India's access to more advanced Western and Israeli technologies, coupled with a burgeoning domestic research and development ecosystem. India's indigenous drone development is spearheaded by organizations like the DRDO, and increasingly involves private sector participation. The focus is not merely on assembling drones but on developing the underlying technologies, including sensors, data links, and autonomous flight control systems. Pakistan, too, has made strides in its indigenous drone program, with the Pakistan Aeronautical Complex playing a central role. The Barak combat drone, developed with initial assistance from China, was a landmark achievement, providing Pakistan with its first armed UAV. A comparative analysis of indigenous capabilities reveals India's current advantage in terms of the breadth and depth of its technological base. Section 4. Alliances and Acquisitions. The role of foreign cooperation. Foreign cooperation is an indispensable element in the development and enhancement of drone capabilities for both India and Pakistan. India has cultivated strong defense ties with several countries, most notably Israel and the United States, which have been key suppliers of advanced drone technology. Israel, a global leader in UAV development, has provided India with systems like the IAI Searcher and Heron reconnaissance drones, as well as the Harpy and Harop loitering munitions. Furthermore, India signed a significant deal in 2024 to procure 31 MQ-9B Predator drones from General Atomics in the US. Pakistan, on its part, has heavily relied on its strategic partnerships with China and Turkey to build its drone fleet. China has been a long-standing defense partner, providing systems like the CH-4 male UAV and reportedly assisting in the development of Pakistan's indigenous Barak drone. More recently, Turkey has emerged as a significant supplier of combat drones to Pakistan, with acquisitions including the Bayraktar TB2, Biker Yiha Kamikaze, and Asisgard Songar systems. Section 5 Flashpoint May 2025 Drones in Direct Confrontation. The period between May 6 and May 10, 2025, marked a significant escalation in hostilities between India and Pakistan, characterized by the unprecedented and extensive use of drones by both sides. This conflict, described by some analysts as the most intense since the 1971 war, was reportedly triggered by a devastating terrorist attack in Pahalgam, Indian-administered Kashmir, on April 22, 2025. During Operation Sindoor, India deployed a range of its drone assets, including the Israeli-supplied IAI Harop loitering munitions, which were reportedly used to target Pakistani military infrastructure. Pakistan responded robustly to India's actions, launching a large number of drones and missiles against targets in India. Reports indicated that Pakistan deployed over 600 drones between May 6 and 10, with a significant wave of around 350 sent on the night of May 7-8. The May 2025 conflict ultimately concluded with a US-brokered ceasefire on May 10. Both nations presented differing narratives of the conflict's outcomes. This intense, drone-centric engagement served as a critical test for both countries' capabilities and doctrines. Section 6. Strategic Repercussions and the Shifting Balance of Power. The May 2025 drone conflict has undeniably reshaped strategic calculations in South Asia, firmly establishing unmanned aerial systems as a central element in any future confrontation between India and Pakistan. The conflict demonstrated that drones offer escalatory options below the nuclear threshold, providing a means to conduct significant military operations while potentially managing the risk of all-out war. One of the significant strategic implications arising from the conflict was India's demonstrated capability to penetrate Pakistani airspace and strike targets deep within its territory. Conversely, Pakistan's strategy of deploying a large number of drones, including kamikaze types, aimed to overwhelm India's air defense systems. The broader impact on regional stability is multifaceted, introducing new escalatory dynamics and potentially lowering the threshold for conflict. Section 7. Navigating the Future. The Drone Arms Race and Regional Stability. Looking ahead, drones are set to play an even more prominent and enduring role in the military dynamics between India and Pakistan. The May 2025 conflict served as a catalyst, accelerating an already burgeoning drone arms race in the subcontinent. Both nations are now acutely aware of the capabilities and vulnerabilities exposed during those engagements, and are expected to double down on investments in drone technology, counter-drone systems, and the doctrines governing their use. For India, the path forward involves ramping up the indigenous production of various classes of drones and pursuing the acquisition of high-end systems from international partners. Pakistan, in turn, is likely to deepen its reliance on close allies like China and Turkey for access to advanced drone technology and co-production opportunities. For regional stability, the unchecked proliferation and escalating use of drones pose significant risks, demanding new avenues for dialogue and de-escalation.